Darren Ampkin, most of you know me. I built my first speed bump in ag class. Wasn't the prettiest. First of all, there's a little bit of some things that people were missing out on is that these current locker rooms and this gym floor get torn out in the remodel. So which would then need to build a gymnasium area. And I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing it's easier over on a different side to add on that space, because it's just open space per square foot, is cheaper than trying to in a different area. But that's an architect to figure that out. But we've got kilns that need replaced. We know the biology room. I mean, it reminded me back in the 80s when I took the tour, which was a very, very well thing done by the school board. But I also, the last time I talked to Mike Rickey, I've never heard of him having a basketball practice in the bleachers, okay? It's not about seating. Yes, there is a problem there. But I know a lot of people want to call that luxury. 2,500, I don't care how many seats are in it, luxury. Don't put any seats in it then. Come here during the day between 9 and 3:08, it's when my kid tells me he gets out of school anyway. Come up here during these PE classes up here and watch the gazillion kids every day fill these gyms. Come up here at 5:45 in the morning when you got 7th and 8th graders up here playing ball. Okay? It's all over. There is not enough gym space. Okay? Yes, there is economic development. We can argue that all day about a school and the gymnasiums and all that. I can tell you for a fact, we've run 2 big tournaments here and we turn people away. Okay? Yes, there is economic development. But we've got a school that needs some remodeling. And in order to do this remodeling, we've hired professionals. Okay? We've had a staff of people research, develop, have countless meetings for how many years. We've had how many different school board members. We continue to come up with a plan. Okay? You own farmland. I don't care if your real estate taxes are $5 a year. I don't care if it's $100,000 a year. That is your personal, as your own personal being, it's your decision. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. Then you check the no box. That's your decision. But look at your kids, your grandkids, look where you've came, and take a good look at it. And don't do it just because maybe somebody over here decided we're going to vote at some dumb spot that I didn't agree with, or just because of one little oddball thing. We as a community need to really open up our eyes, look very close. Okay? Bond issues right now are pretty good. I'm hearing a bid at the county courthouse and all that up in Brookings. Don't quote me, I'm rough on these numbers, but it's a $6-7 million project. They're going to build a joint building together. They come on $685,000 cheaper than original plan. I'll tell you what I don't like about the process. Is we pick a number, we get a number from architects. They have a job to make sure that number is correct. And then we go bid it. Personally, let's bid it. Let's bid it with what we need. What does this community need? Let's bid it. Then we know the dollar amount. Instead of hoping it's going to come less, we have this. But the process, I don't believe, lets us do it that way. That's a peer problem, okay? Same thing with how you're going to pay for this thing. It's not these guys' fault. They come up with the plan. That's what we elected these guys to do. That's what we put the community for, the whole thing. But you got to remember, it's not about luxury seats, jacuzzis, hot tubs, and saunas, and all this stuff in this big arena. It ain't there, okay? This room here needs remodeled. Come here during Tom Millen's powerlifting deal in here. It's packed, hotty, sweaty, stinky. It's terrible, okay? And I'm familiar with these places. You can call me the basketball guy. I'm just like the Browns. I'm a basketball guy. But I spent a lot of time on one of these stages doing fact, best actor in a musical.